So is Republican strategist Roger Stone next on the special counsel's list. Stone joins us now live to tell us what he knows and what he doesn't. Good evening, Mr. Stone.
Thank you, Ed. Great to be here.
We just heard that clip from Kristen Davis. She was known as the Manhattan Madam. She got in trouble, says she's reformed her life, and you've hired her to do work. She's trying to turn things around, and she basically says that somehow the special counsel, who's supposed to be looking at alleged Russian collusion, brought her in for questioning. What's this all about?
Well, and stuck her with a bill for $1,400 in child care for her testimony because she had to travel to Washington. Kristen Davis has no knowledge of Russian collusion or WikiLeaks collaboration or any other illegal act on my part pertaining to the 2016 election or anything else, nor does anybody else who's been paraded in front of the grand jury. This is quite simple. There is no such evidence. There is no such witness who can testify truthfully to the contrary. I really do regard this, as the president says, as a witch hunt. That was a great report from your reporter, but it was all speculation. Guccifer 2.0, yes, I had an innocuous 24-word exchange with him on WikiLeaks direct message long after WikiLeaks had already published the allegedly hacked DNC emails.
So you're saying
innocuous,
there would be
meaningless.
no crime related to any alleged collusion, any talking to Guccifer, talking to WikiLeaks is at least what you're maintaining tonight. But as you know, in the case of Paul Manafort, who used to be, I believe you were partners in a firm here in Washington many years ago, wasn't recent. But bottom line, Paul Manafort, it doesn't appear, has anything to do with Russian collusion, but is facing potentially many years in jail for crimes that have nothing to do with the 2016 election. Do you fear you're next?
Well, it's certainly possible that a runaway federal prosecutor could conjure up some offense on my part in an effort to pressure me to testify against the president or to just silence me because I have been, I think, an articulate critic of the partisan nature of the Mueller process. But as to any crime relating to the election, Russian collusion, WikiLeaks collaboration, or any other misdeed having to do with the 2016 election, no, and no other offense that I am aware of. On the other hand, the grand jury system is a very one-sided system. They ask you leading questions. Kristen Davis said this morning on Fox that when she tried to explain, they cut her off. When you give an answer they don't like, they cut you off. Well, no, I think if they bring a case against me, it will be a fabricated case, and there's no circumstances whatsoever, Ed, in which I will testify against the president.
We were just talking about Omarosa. She was on MSNBC earlier today and invoked you. Listen to this.
I think that Roger Stone right now is being investigated, and rightfully so. He has been one of those dark, shady characters in Trump world for a very long time, and I think that they have their sights set properly on him.
He calls you a dark, shady character. Does Omarosa know something about you that we don't? And by the way, do you know something about the president that you might tell Robert Mueller?
A, look in the mirror, Omarosa. You're the one who convinced the president to send a delegation to Haiti for the inauguration of the corrupt regime, the same people who ripped the country off after the earthquake, now with different frontmen. And you thought the president was great until you got fired. Now you say he's racist. Secondarily, no, I have no information that would be negative towards the president, and I'm not going to make any up in order to get out of a tight spot if some false allegation is brought against me.
So I've got 15 seconds. So what's the bottom line here? Because it doesn't appear like Paul Manafort has been squeezed for months and months, facing a long time potentially in jail, or you have anything on the president. So why would the prosecutors be trying to squeeze you?
I think because I have been a very effective advocate on behalf of the president, because I'm the conservatives liberals love to hate. But, Ed, there is no Russian collusion on my part. There is no WikiLeaks collaboration. There is no other illegal act pertaining to the 2016 election.
All right.
Those are the facts.
Roger Stone, we'll see if those facts hold up. We appreciate you coming in tonight.